This morning we're going to have a start on this 4020. It's an early model 1964, serial number 22T 89,000 and some. It's got a 148 loader, and it's got a huge whack of hours on it, but it still seems to be okay. It's 8,500 hours or better. I've changed the tires on the front. The rear ones kind of need done, but I do have a spare tire and rim. It's got the quick attach for the bucket and the forks. It has a indicator for the bucket height. Just a rod going there so that you can tell whether your bucket is level or not. Perhaps the hood and stuff was changed at one time, or it was well cared for. The tin work is nice and straight. It's good that way. Some work was done on the steering. There was some play in there. New hoses. Put a block heater in for the winter use, this sort of thing. There's some slobber here. It had been run cold during the winter time. I didn't get it warmed up, and it was doing some slobbering. 24-volt system still. If it causes a serious problem, I think just for simplicity I'll change it to 12-volt. I don't like the storage of the batteries in this in these dropout containers on the sides here. Very difficult to access. The step, being as it's so high and I'm getting older, I put an adapter on there to bring one step down to make it easier to get off and on. A very comfortable seat. The controls are, since the loader is hooked into the rear instead of on its own, these controls here run your bucket. They run the remotes at the back. Again, the rear tires are no screaming hell. But they're adequate. For just a guy in town, they're all right. So here's the two remotes are being used for the loader controls instead of having its own control off of the priority valve under the dash there. Otherwise, the thing seems to be pretty good. Doesn't appear to be burning any oil. It's all the filters came out without cuttings in the transmission and in the engine. Compared to my previous little loader tractor, my 300 International, a very reliable little creature. But this is half again the tractor, the weight-wise and whatnot, and it's got power steering, whereas the 300 didn't have power steering, and different things. It's quite a unique experience to run one of these again. It's been a while. So a bit of a cold start here. It's maybe, I'm guessing, 3 or 5 Celsius. So it's got the synchro range shift, and again these are the loader controls here. Go back and get the quick attach loader. has a foot throttle on it, which is kind of neat. Still getting used to the controls, but I think we got her. I love the park feature on these. You don't have to set any foot brake, anything like that. You put it in park and you know it's going to stay where you leave it. These are the pins to lock the forks in the bucket onto the quick attach. I'm not going to put them in right now. I want to do a little bit of painting and grinding on there. There, these forks, I had them made. I had made it so narrower than a farmer would use, as I use this for moving pallets with firewood on it. And so also I like this middle pocket here, which is unusual. But if you want to lift with something in the center, or if you want to put something very heavy on and narrow, you can. I find it's really handy, and I wouldn't have a set of forks without it. I'm going to drop the pins in here because that set of forks came with the tractor, but it's nearly perfectly useless to me, so I'm just going to stab onto it, pick it up, take a picture of it, and put it up for sale on the net. Okay, that's securely locked in. I'll show you this leveling mechanism. It's just a homemade thing, just a 1/4-inch rod inside of a piece of tubing, and you just set the length of this here so that when your attachment is level on the ground, that's there. Then you'll know each time you can repeatedly put your bucket level without. I'm not a great machine operator by any means, so I'm just going to stab that other fork. Pick it up unceremoniously and dump it in the grass somewhere here and take a picture of it. The placement of the forks as compared to where the farmer would have them on the outside makes for a visibility problem. I can't easily see where the forks are without standing up. But I like that spacing for moving pellets. Okay, I don't have that picked up by much, but it's picked up. If it falls off, I'm not too concerned. It can't hit the tractor. Picked up a bit better now. I don't know if you can see the little indicator there for the level forks. It has so with the bucket on, I've got the forks on right now, but with the bucket, that will that position right there where the two are level, that means that the lip of the bucket is level with the ground. I'll put it in park here again. Raise everything up so I can pull those pins back out. I'm going to drop the forks off again. I want to do a little bit of work and on the bucket part. And have yourself a wonderful day.